It's been 2 weeks since the great darkness fell upon the world, casting a permanent night sky. A darkness so thick that most individuals can barely see their own hands without strong torchlight. Nobody knows where it came from, or even what caused it, although many have already conjured assumptions. Nevertheless, we must all suffer to live with the curse of darkness, and no town has suffered more than the small town of Dorchadas. The town, settled upon a treacherous path near the coast, was never attuned to visitors, apart from the much-needed shipments of goods from desperate traders, leaving the town a ruin of its already feeble self. But all of that was about to change when an individual known as the Blind Stranger made their way to the town.
You must be brave or mad to want to travel up here in times like this. Lucky for you, you found the only carriage that knows the path like the back of your hand. But I'll warn you, you're gonna need more than bravery to survive around these parts. So tell me something, what skills do you rely on?
The stranger looked within, seeking what their core skill was. Was it, number 1, brute strength in battle? Number 2, slick dexterity and sneaking? Number 3, their charismatic ability to persuade people in conversation? Number 4, their superior intellect? Number 5, their wisdom of all things knowledge?
I should have known you'd be favouring wisdom. You do look like someone who's got their head in a book. Now tell me, do you know any languages?
The stranger looked into their past, remembering what languages they know. Number 1, the tongue of the beast. Number 2, the language of dwarves. Number 3, the language of giants. Number 4, the tongue of the dragon. Number 5, the tongue of elves.
You might not want to admit that to most people. People don't take kindly to the word of the dragon since the war. Well, here we are. Welcome to Dorchadas.
Entering the town, the stranger was hit with a severely low temperature, an overwhelming damp wood smell, and a deafening lack of sound apart from 2 distinct noises. Number 1, the sound of metal upon metal, that must be the blacksmith. Number 2, the sound of chatter and a low singing that must be the tavern. But which direction did they want to go? Feeling their way across the edges of the path, the stranger made their way to the blacksmith.
Who goes there? Alone ye. You're the first thief I've cut down.
The stranger thought of a way to reply to the disgruntled blacksmith. What did they say? Number 1, leave the blacksmith. Number 2, intimidate and say, "Put down your weapons or there will be trouble." Number 3, calm the blacksmith and say, "I am your friend, not foe."
Who do I know that you're not just another filthy bandit here to take what little we have left?
Following the path, the stranger suddenly hears a low growl from behind them. It's a giant spider! The battle was fierce, but the stranger defeated the beast, taking significant damage. What do? Number 1, continue down the path. Following the path, the stranger suddenly hears a low growl from behind them. It's a giant spider! The battle was fierce, but the stranger defeated the beast, taking significant damage. Number 1, take the orb. Number 2, don't take the orb. Returning to Dorchadas, the blacksmith runs to meet the stranger at the gate. Returning to Dorchadas, orb in hand, the blacksmith runs to meet the stranger to Dorchadas with their werewolf companion. The blacksmith runs to meet the stranger at the gate. The stranger falls to the floor their lifeless body drowning in their own blood. Game over. Number 1. Restart the game.